Welcome back everybody to Everyday A&P. In the previous video we covered mitosis, and today we want to go a little more in depth and break down the phases one by one. So we're going to be making videos for each phase to help explain these phases a little better. So before we get started, if you guys could like, subscribe, and share these videos and subscribe to the channel, be greatly appreciated. So let's hop right in. So let's talk about prophase. What is prophase? In the previous video, we discussed that prophase is the first step of mitosis. First step of mitosis. So what happens in prophase? Well, first thing that we're going to see, right, is that we're going to see chromosomes. We're going to see two chromosomes condensing. Or duplicate, rather, I should say. Duplicate chromosomes are going to condense. Duplicate chromosomes condense, and what that means is that they become visible. They become visible. Now that is a very, very important piece of information that we need to know, because that's when we know that we have officially entered prophase, when we can visibly see the chromosomes within the cell, right? So here, let me get the pointer right here. So here we have our chromosomes right here. We can see them, and we have duplicate chromosomes, right? So that means that we are officially in the first phase of mitosis, known as prophase. Now, the second, right, let me make this a little smaller for us here. I'll move this up a little. So the second piece of information that we need to be aware of is that our nuclear envelope begins to break down. What does this mean? So when we talked about the organelles, we talked about how to get within the nucleus, there is only a few things that can get in and a few things that can get out. The reasoning being that our genetic information is within the nucleus. And so, in order to ensure that we have chromosomes that are going into opposite directions and we can have cell division, the nuclear envelope right here in these little pink fragments, the nuclear envelope breaks down. And this allows us to actually see the chromosomes once this nuclear envelope has broken down. Another piece of information that I wanted to make sure that we covered was that we have formation of mitotic spindles. Formation of mitotic spindles. Now, what are these mitotic spindles, right? Well, they are made up of microtubules. They're made up of microtubules, and they play a role in separating the chromosomes to opposite ends. So they're going to grab on to the chromosomes. Let's say that these are the, and they're going to help play a role in separating the chromosomes to the opposite ends of the cell, right? So they play a role in separating chromosomes. Separating chromosomes. So that is a little bit more in-depth information that we wanted to cover about prophase, where we, first and foremost, we know that is the first step of mitosis. And in order to determine whether we are in prophase or not, we have duplicate chromosomes that condense and they become visible. We have the breakdown of the nuclear envelope that allows us to see these different chromosomes, and that allows the chromosomes to then, at the end of mitosis, be sent to opposite ends of the cell. And then, of course, we have the formation of the mitotic spindles that are made up of microtubules that help, and they play a role in separating these chromosomes when it comes to actually dividing the cell and making a daughter cell. So that is the first stage of mitosis, first phase known as prophase. Again, please continue subscribing, liking, and sharing these videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.